What is up, you guys? My name is Kimberly, and this is the first ever episode of Kimberly's Life Podcast Edition. Well, mini podcast. So I didn't know what to do with this channel. I made it a little while ago, and I've just been posting random videos on here. I don't know what the fuck they're about. I don't care to know. But I'm not going to delete them because I've learned my fucking lesson about that when I had the Fuzzbug channels. I'll get into that in a minute. But anyway, I have been wanting to do like a little podcast series thing, and I figured, why not just fucking do it? Like, seriously, why not? Because my videos aren't going to be 45 minutes to an hour because that's full on podcast. I'm not there yet. I'm just going to do little 15 to 20 minute mini podcast things talking about different subjects and topics. And I want to do this because I want to be able to tell you guys the things that I know. I want to be able to share the information that I have, and give advice whenever I can. And you can choose to hate on that or, not want to take my advice, and that's up to you, my guy. That ain't my problem. If you don't like me, that's fine. You do you, though. But anyway, so I have been wanting to do this for a very long time, and I have finally gotten everything exactly how I want it to be. And I hope the quality isn't too bad because I'm literally using this, which is crazy. So anyway, let's get into it. Today we're going to be talking about social media, the ins and outs of it, just talking to you guys about literally anything that I can about social media because it's such an interesting thing. I've been doing YouTube, not consistently, since like 3rd grade. When I was in 3rd grade, my first ever YouTube channel was called Katie Grace. So, Grace is one of my middle names, and Katie was just, it had the first letter of my name. So it was just like a little alias that I had. And the reason I did that is because I was in 3rd grade, and I had to ask permission to even make a YouTube channel. And my parents were like, I don't know. I don't want them to, whatever. But they eventually let me, under one rule, I couldn't use my real name. So then we worked with a few different things. We had like a few different names picked out, but eventually it was just Katie Grace, and it worked. It's close enough to my name, but I got really frustrated with it for about a year until I changed it to Kimberly Fuzzbug. I had a conversation with them, and then we realized that last names were more of like, you could say your first name, but like your last name, if you have first and last, you're gone, you're done. A lot of things can happen if people know that because they can find out a lot of information about you. But yeah, so I changed to Kimberly Fuzzbug, and I was living happily in my little virtual world until about 7th grade when someone made a parody video of me. A fucking parody video of me. I'm not even joking. My most viewed video was a morning routine, and it was like, I think it was my 6th grade morning routine. It was sometime in 6th grade when I filmed that and edited it and posted it. It was terribly edited. Terrible. But, fast forward to about a year later, it started getting views. It started, I had about 1,000 views on it. I had around 160 likes on it. A couple dislikes, but majority were likes. And a lot of positive comments under it. And it was my proudest thing because I was so proud of it. And it was like a little milestone that I hit for myself. And I started growing YouTube followers or subscribers or whatever the fuck pretty quickly after that started to blow up. In my mind, it was blown up. And yeah, about a year later in 7th grade, this stupid fuck in my class found my YouTube channel. Everyone had already found out about it. And people would jokingly come up to me and be like, oh my god, can I get an autograph? And I was like, sure. And I knew they were just messing with me, but I didn't feel like, dealing with it. And then one day in the middle of volleyball practice, my friend tells me about this parody. And it really hurt me at the time because I got so fucking bullied in school. The only thing that I had was my YouTube channel. The only thing that was keeping me, like, you know, above water at the time, like, mentally speaking, was that. And that you're speaking to someone, or you're hearing me talk about this, but, like, my ED started in 3rd grade. So I already knew I had some fuck shit happening. But yeah, people would bully me based on my eating disorder. People would bully me based on how I looked. They would call me fat, but then also bully me based on me having my eating disorder because of them calling me fat and everything getting to me at the time. And they would make fun of me for it. And I'm like, well, like, what the fuck? Okay. They would make fun of me when they would find me running out 4 o'clock in the morning around our little town. They would make fun of me for my gap. Okay. The fact that I didn't have an iPhone and until, like, after I got out of that school, then I got my first real iPhone. Because I did have an iPhone 4S for a little while. It didn't have service on it, but it broke. So, anyway, I only had that for, like, a little while, and then it broke, so. But yeah. And then after I found out about that, my mom instantly wanted to go to the principal about it. She wanted to, you know, take it up with them. And I was like, no, you're just going to make my situation worse. And so I came home that day. I deleted my entire account. I deactivated my vlog channel, my email address associated with it, my main channel, everything that I possibly got it, because I couldn't deal with another thing for them to have their fun with. But they're just so fucking stupid because it was a morning routine, right? So I show you me brushing my hair, brushing my teeth. This guy that did this, he deep-throated a toothbrush. That's embarrassing. Come on. I was not the one that did that. He definitely did. And I'm like, okay. Alright. And he had a stupid fucking wig on, and it was just, if that happened to me now, I would laugh about it, and I would post about it, and it would just be really, really fun to do. But at the time, I was very sensitive, like more sensitive than I am now, and it just really got to me. And I couldn't deal with that because, again, I was already getting bullied very, very much at school, so I just dropped it all. And then about, like, 8th grade and 9th grade is when I started posting more about it, or more in general. I created the Kimberly Grace channels, and so, yeah. And then I deleted most of the videos, and then my first video, that if you scroll all the way down, is like a Christmas, what I got for Christmas video thing. But basically, yeah, that happened. And then now I have people, like, from that school, people that bullied me, they came into my DMs. At least 3 or 4 of them came into my DMs on TikTok and were like, hey, you should, like, at me in one of your videos. We'll, like, duet each other, because I got, like, 6,000 followers, and they didn't even have, like, 1,000. Now, I'm not saying 6,000 is a lot, because on TikTok it is not a lot. I'm very grateful for every single one of them, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, in general, on TikTok, 6,000 followers is not a lot of followers. But to them, who don't even have 1,000, it is. So they started doing that, and I was like, no, absolutely not. And I'm not going to name names, and I don't even, like, tell people that I know, because, like, no. I'm not going to embarrass them like that, like they did to me. I'm a better person than they are. But, like, also fuck them. So, anyway. Yeah, so posting before you blow up, before you start getting a lot of, like, followers and subscribers and whatever the fuck you're doing, it's kind of crazy, because you actually have to kind of watch what you say, how you say it, because you don't want to, off the bat, offend people and get people to be like, whatever. In general, you don't want to offend people, hopefully, if you're a decent person. But essentially, you have to be like, you can't be fake from the start. You can't be fake in general. Like, I'm so tired of watching fake ass people posting. Like, I don't want to see that. I want to see something real. There's a reason why, like, certain people like Leo Scapi, he does a fucking great job. He blew up kind of quickly after he started, breaking down the walls of like TikTok and YouTube, and he has an amazing podcast that I absolutely fucking love, and what has reignited my want to do a podcast. But obviously we're doing this mini fucking series, but it's whatever. Like, you just have to be able to like get past all the bullshit that they say. Reflect. You definitely want to reflect on whatever. Like, if they are saying some shit and you're like getting hurt about it, ask yourself why you're getting hurt. Is it an insecurity that you already have? Is it something that you're like, oh, I don't know? Because listen, I can't do anything about my gap right now. Okay, so when people come for my gap, I don't give a fuck anymore. I've heard everything underneath the sun. I've been called SpongeBob. I've been like, in my comment sections, you'll see like the white block, the black block, and then the white block. I have seen people say like, how many toothpicks can you stick up there, and like whatever the fuck. Okay, I've heard it all. I've heard it all. Like, it doesn't bother me anymore. I got Invisalign. I tried it out. Okay? It didn't fucking work for me. I have to get braces and a little mini surgery to get this thing cut. It's a whole thing. But like, so I will fix it when I get the money to do so. Are you gonna pay it? No? Then shut the fuck up. Okay? And then when people come for my weight, yeah, I know I'm fat. Okay? I get it. It's okay. It's okay. I will work on it on my own time. I'm not gonna just go to the gym just because you fucking said so. I'm not going to, start doing whatever the fuck that you want me to do, because guess what? If I start doing it, it will not be because someone else bullied me into it. It's not going to be because someone said go to the fucking gym. I'm not going to go to the gym just because they said it. If I go to the gym, it's because I want to go to the gym. It's because I want to make that lifestyle change. It's because I want to feel better mentally, physically, whatever the fuck. And that's something that a lot of people, it takes years to get that to that point where you're just like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Okay? And the thing is I know that I have a better personality than half of these bitches that are posting on my account. And I just have to live with that. And there's going to be people posting on your TikToks, and they're going to make duets, and they're going to, whatever the fuck. Like I said, I had a full-on parody video about me. And that shit really hurt, because again, it was the only thing that I had for myself. It was the only thing that I could do and be fully myself. Okay? Because I was the most real on there. People would call me fake in school when they would find out about it, but really I was fake at school. I wasn't fake there, because that was the place that I could feel like I could say whatever I wanted to. I could post about whatever I wanted to. I could be whoever I wanted to be, because that is exactly what that was. It was a freedom to do so. It was a way of me being completely vulnerable and completely like myself. And that vulnerability got to me. So at the end of the day, I reflect on that shit all the time. Every time I'm posting, and I'm hesitating to post something on TikTok because I'm like, who's gonna fucking see this? And then I'm just like, no, post that shit, because you're going to regret it. Because I regret deleting my channel. I regret not standing up for myself. And I will never make that same fucking mistake ever again. No matter what happens, okay? Because I know my ass is not gonna get canceled. Because I'm not homophobic. I'm not transphobic. I'm not, racist. I'm not a bad person. I'm a good fucking person. I am not gonna get myself canceled because of the fact I am not gonna have any reason to be canceled, okay? You can bully me. You could say that I'm, whatever. But at the end of the day, I have a better personality than most of these bitches. And I have the courage to post my face on that, like on accounts and, TikTok, social media in general, YouTube, whatever the fuck. I have that courage. Most of the ones that say shit on TikTok or whatever, they don't have faces. they're just like a blank profile. They don't have videos, and if they do have videos, they're like the Subway Surfer ones. Nah. You aren't gonna come after me if you got no face. Sorry. If you have a face, we'll go back and forth. We'll talk about it. You want to talk about it? Let's talk about it. Because if you're gonna come after me, what if I turn around and come after you? See? But I'm a better person than that. I don't have time to be worried about y'all like that. So, if you were going to start up on YouTube or TikTok or whatever social media platform that you want to do, you just have to know that there's going to be shitty ass people. There are going to be nice people. There are going to be people who are going to be there for you and support you and whatever. There's also going to be some fucking assholes. Why is this chair so fucking squeaky, bro? It's driving me nuts. I'm sure y'all hear it. But yeah. So, social media before you blow up is you see more hate than you do good. At least from my perspective. Because I'm an easy target. Oh, hello. But yeah, I'm just an easy target. Okay, that's all it is. And it is what it is. This is my cat, Bunny. So, say hi, Bunny. Anyway, that is the end of this lovely first mini podcast series. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a like and a subscribe if you want to see more. I'm really excited about this. There's so many things that I already have planned out. I want to film them all right now, but I know that I'm going to do it on my own time. So, yeah. That's it. The next time you see me, I might be 19. Depends on how often I post on here. But yeah. I will see you guys in the next video. In the description, I will have a link to my other channel. If you want to follow me on there or subscribe to me on there, you can do so in that description. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye!